that you stole things that I created, that I spent a lot of time and energy making. And it wasn't that you stole it and ran with it. You literally took the item from me and you were putting it in front of customers who now think you're that fucking creative. And you're not. Because if you were, you would have created it yourself.
What the fuck, though?
So this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna show you guys a little insight as to how we've been doing the podcast for Urban Movement. We started this podcast, the hashtag Sweat Local CLT podcast, last year. I've made an entire podcast for WTF on this, how to do it. I've done seminars on it. It's in Microgym University. Creating this podcast is amazing because it gives us kind of a Venn diagram of, you know, interaction and connection with clients, B2B, and then allows us to really embrace the city, you know, talk about things that people, it's interesting to people outside of fitness. A lot of you guys have been running with podcasts, whether from my advice or someone else's, or just because you took it upon yourself. And I listen to a lot of it, and it's great internally because you use all your inside jokes and your lexicon and all the things that like members get. But then the goal of the podcast is to potentially attract other people as well. If your goal, you don't want to attract anybody with it, then sure, keep it at, you know, the Cool Kids Club. But for me, my goal is to create reach, create brand awareness. And you'll see a little bit of what we're gonna do today. Today's is gonna be a lot of fun. But real quick, I got a gift from Element CrossFit. Fuck yeah. I've never heard of it. I've never even read this. Oh shit. This is a brand new name by Jeremy Miller. This is obviously a book on branding and creating a name for your business. This is fucking dope. And then there's a card. By the way, you guys that all send me stuff like that, like, thank you so much. Not everything always makes it on this vlog. I try to put in here as much as I can, but I do. It means the fucking world to me. Thank you. Stu, thanks as always for the killer content and insights. One of my clients wrote this book and thought of you immediately, given your love for all things branding. Cheers, Alex. This is my dude, Alex. He is the fucking man. He's been to several of my seminars. We've gotten to meet in person and drink beers in Portland. And anyway, dude, bro, thank you so much. This is dope. This will go on something. And I'm 100%. I'm going to Charleston this weekend. I'll be chilling by the beach. I'm gonna fucking dig in on this. So, Alex, thank you so much, man. This is fucking awesome. Now, on for what we're doing with the podcast today. For the hashtag Sweat Local CLT podcast, we grabbed one of our longtime members and we're taking my mobile rig and we're taking it in my car and we are going to taste test like Chick-fil-A and Bojangles fried chicken sandwiches, maybe another spot. It came up one time in class that I have never been to Chick-fil-A or Bojangles. And that's like a Southern staple and it's not a health thing, it's not a nutrition thing at all. I've just never made it over there. So everyone was so just kind of disgusted by this, with this Southern culture here. We decided we're gonna do an entire podcast on it. We're gonna get to know Mike a little bit, who's the guy we're bringing with us. We're gonna go eat a bunch of fried chicken sandwiches and yeah, I don't know, get into a food coma, whatever the fuck's gonna happen. But here's a quick little insight just to kind of give you an idea as to how much fun these can fucking be. Not only for your members, but also as outreach to other local businesses and for other people of interest. You know, the guests that you have on your podcast, their friends, family, and coworkers, they'd probably want to watch this. Where did you first have your first fried chicken sandwich?
So I actually think my first time having a fried chicken sandwich was this Chick-fil-A here on South Boulevard. It wasn't that long ago.
Is this where you lost your fried chicken sandwich virginity?
It is.
I'm about to lose mine.
2 times over.
And I wouldn't want any other 2 gentlemen to be with me when I do lose my fried chicken sandwich virginity.
Wait, your fried chicken sandwich virginity or just your Chick-fil-A virginity?
Well, Chick-fil-A, I've literally never eaten a Chick-fil-A.
But you've had a fried chicken sandwich.
I guess, okay, you're right. Okay. Yeah, right. This is more Chick-fil-A virginity than, which, is it a very religious company? Does anyone know?
It is.
Yes.
Talk to me
God's
about
calories don't count.
God's calories don't count. Here we go. Well, I'm gonna do one classic Chick-fil-A sandwich, and I'm a first timer, so take it easy on me.
Alright, got one classic Chick-fil-A sandwich.
We'll do one spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich.
And then also one classic Chick-fil-A sandwich, please. So
You have to get them to try to say my pleasure, which is basically their version of saying, you know, you say thank you, they say you're welcome, they won't say it back.
They won't say it back?
So if you say thank you, they go my pleasure back.
If a customer says thank you to us, we respond with the words, my pleasure.
Here's your Coke. We will have the food out for you right underneath our pickup sign.
Thank you.
My pleasure. You have a fantastic day.
And Bridget will take payment for you just around the corner. My pleasure.
Be able to take your payment up at the Red Umbrella in Rossett.
All right, my pleasure. Have a good day.
And Mr. Cathy said, if you can only say 3 words or 2 words to somebody today, and you said the words, you're welcome, that's an empty statement. What does that even mean? What is that? But if you say, it's my pleasure from your heart and genuine, that's really a meaningful thing. You leave that positive impression with the guest.
So that's like a company-wide like lexicon. Like they just say that.
That's
like
their
part
thing.
of it. That's very impressive. That's Southern hospitality. Thank you very much. Oh my God, fucking nailed it. My pleasure, the shit out of that. That's something that I think some people have a hard time with. Getting into a mindset where I'm not striving for anything necessarily. I'm not training for a marathon. I'm not trying to improve my pull-ups. I'm literally just trying to keep my weekend IPA consumption at bay.
Right.
Yeah, I'm trying to meet, like, when I get taken out for lunch and I'm eating 3 fried chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
And you guys love what we're doing to Mike here. I'm just making sure. Mike, what we found out, we heard through the grapevine, Mike was thinking of canceling his gym membership. So we're like, well, let's go ahead and get 3 chicken sandwiches in and make him feel really guilty. And we'll make sure he stays at the gym.
Can cancel now. Gotta work it off.
Gotta work off those fried chicken sandwiches,
I
Mike.
went to Barry's twice. Okay.
How was it? How was it?
It was really good.
I like berries.
So I go when I'm on the road. So that was the other thing. So I travel a lot for work. It's not on my dime.
Yep.
You get 4 days without working out. I feel like is detrimental to me now.
100%.
It's 100% of a reset. So I had to find a way to like just stay in shape on the road without going to the gym at the Hampton
What
Inn.
city? Because Barry's is a pretty much tier 1 kind of city.
So I was in Chicago.
Okay. Yep.
Just having that one extra workout that's not at the shitty hotel gym.
Yep.
Makes a world of difference there. So, and I enjoyed it. I mean, I'm not a fan of being on the hamster wheel there, but
yeah, the
I mean, it's very just go fast, go hard, listen to the music, and just put your head down and do it for 60 minutes.
Yeah. All right, so as a lot of you guys have been paying attention and I've been talking a fuck ton about it, I've been just throwing up that shitty little graphic, but this is the end manifestation of this new pick a spot model. As you guys can see, my man Rob back there with Signs RX has been throwing this thing down. Here's the answers to the questions I know I'm gonna get on this. These squares, they are 8x6. Okay, it's an 8x6 square. We have 6 of them going across a row, and essentially what the square is designed to do is to give a physical boundary, allow for a pick your spot client experience, meaning when they register with their app to take a class, they book a spot, they have a number associated with the spot, and all the equipment, everything they do is right there. The only traveling that they will do in an urban movement class is to overhear what we call kind of this erg wall, where we utilize ergs and other equipment in which we're not doing a one-to-one. A one-to-one is dumbbells and barbells and slam balls and shit like that is one-to-one. One client, one piece of equipment, there's enough for everybody. There's some stuff that is not one-to-one that is done more in a think of it as a rolling start or heats, shared kind of experience, and that is the stuff over here on the erg wall. Boxes, ballistic blocks, ergs, things like that. So, Rob's still working on the shit back here. But this entire thing is designed with 24 people in mind, at capacity every single day. All we're thinking of is that class at 24? Is it at 24? Is it at 24? And then once you get to capacity is how consistently am I there? Which days am I low? Which days are high? And that's kind of when you get into this model, just like stadiums and movie theaters and fucking airlines, you start figuring out how to hack the cheap seats that aren't filling up, how to fill those spots. So anyway, this is the new pick your spot model at Urban Movement. So anyway, and if you guys want to come down and check it out in person and live, you're always welcome to come on down.
too.
Is this?
Yes, it is.
How are you?
I'm good.
You know who I am?
I do.
How do you know who I am?
From the CrossFit Affiliate Owners Group.
Yeah, very good, man. What is it you know about me?
I know you own a gym in Charlotte.
There you go. You got it. What else?
I know you blog a lot.
Yeah, video format typically. Yeah. What else do you?
That's about it?
That's about good. That's awesome, man. I was just so interested with how our paths have crossed tonight. One thing I've created an amazing reputation doing, right? A very good one, is I find, and I don't even find, they're brought to me. This, you in particular, this was laid at my feet. I was literally just hanging out here having a beer, and I get the DM with some links, and I saw my good buddy Joe Tabaldi carrying some grocery bags across the street and then into a gym, my gym, and then doing the snatches on your new low barrier to entry. What is it? So how did that happen? You said that was a Fiverr mistake?
Yeah. So where's your gym?
My gym is in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. So I'm in Tennessee.
Chattanooga.
Yeah. So I knew it was yours. Of course, I just was like, you know what? I don't know how many 100 miles away. I've got like 90 likes.
I just want to make sure I'm following this, because trust me, one of the things I embody is good artists borrow, great artists steal. But I also embody that some people are just lazy motherfuckers. You're saying you got my videos, so the videos I saw, they're not on there anymore. Did you just take them down?
I did.
Anyway, so those videos that you had of mine, I mean, somebody had to literally download those, remove the Urban Movement logo and the bumper and all that kind of stuff. And then what about your Alchemy 365 video that is in the cover?
What is that?
What is Alchemy? So if you happen to be looking at your, if you happen to be looking at this thing, right, and your cover photo, your cover video.
Okay.
So if you go ahead and take a look at that.
The girl doing.
So if you look at her sports bra, it says Alchemy on it, and there's a blue logo on that mat. And where it says Find Your Limit, that actually originally said Find Your Legend. Find Your Legend is their tagline.
Tell me that's their video.
Yeah, it's definitely their video. When I instantly came at you there, you knew why I was knocking, right?
Yeah.
You got it. I'm still waiting for the part here, brother, where you go, listen, I was a lazy fucking piece of shit, and I just stole shit that I shouldn't have, and I apologize. I'm waiting for that part.
You've got it. You've got it. I am sorry that that I've offended you and taken stuff that that didn't belong to me.
And you started posting.
Well, no, we haven't.
Other people's shit. Nobody, listen. You don't. No one's suing or cease and desist letters and things. You didn't think what? You didn't think you could take something from me? Like, I'm not gonna lie. You don't think, like, you see my videos? I rip people the fuck apart who steal and be lazy about it. When they steal creatively, I put them on blast like they are the greatest thing ever. I applaud them. But when you're lazy, I literally have dedicated my fucking, half of my content to ripping guys apart like you that get lazy as hell. And I don't want you to be lazy because I want you to win.
I hear you.
You know, Alchemy just raised over $2 million to open up in Denver. Do you know how much that video for theirs cost? Do you know how much my videos cost? Do you think we want your fucking shitty little brand representing it and utilizing it in Chattanooga?
I know you're upset, and you got an apology, and I got it. Now you're putting me down, or you're putting my brand down.
I am putting your brand down because I'm half of your brand. You literally just ripped down like 6 videos of mine. Out of all 22 posts you had on there, a fourth of them were me. So I am your brand right now, brother. CrossFit looks like a great brand. It looks like it's its own. Now, granted, are you probably the best workout in Chattanooga?
I think we are.
Are you? There's something really, you know what? I saw that, and that's something really interesting about that. I've always liked the term probably the best. Where did you get that from? Because I fucking love that.
What? probably?
Yeah, like the idea, because you know, most of us want to say we're the best or like we're the premier, right? You guys went with this word probably, which I love. Where did you get that? When you just admit to me, brother, listen, dude, I get it. I put myself out there for you guys. I don't know if you subscribe to my shit, my podcast or vlogs or whatever it is, but if you just be like, listen, fuck it, I'm a lazy piece of shit. I stole your stuff. I'm sorry you busted me. Did you ever think at one point, like, man, what would it be like one day if I got one of those phone calls, like when Stu calls up the gym owner and busts them for stealing his shit? Did you ever think about that one day? Like if I came knocking?
I am the one who knocks.
No, I didn't know you did that.
You do now. You're gonna be fucking vlog episode number 78. Did you really think you were gonna be able to take the probably the best fucking thing workout in Chattanooga and I wasn't gonna notice? Like, just be honestly, in all honesty, no bullshit. Did you really?
So you're recording this phone call?
Don't act like you're not subscribed to the vlog. Don't act like you're not subscribed to it. Don't act like you don't watch the videos.
Are you recording this call?
Yeah, the audio, but and the video too. But I didn't do my hair before this, so this is like, I just kind of look like shit.
You didn't inform me of that.
No, I definitely did not.
Well, this might have been a different conversation, but you know.
Now that you know that there's gonna be a live audience watching this, not a live audience, but a recorded audience watching this, does it change does it change your answers?
No, it wouldn't have changed my answers. It might have changed the fact that I wouldn't have had the conversation with you.
Oh, you get it. If you would have known that other people were gonna learn that you're a lazy piece of shit and stealing my stuff.
Well, I know. I mean, you're sitting here calling me names. Like, I haven't called you any names.
Listen, like when I say lazy piece of shit, I mean I say it in the nicest way possible.
But you're attacking my character. You don't know me.
I know.
You're calling me the name, not my action.
I do know that you're lazy. We know that, right? Like you could have made your own video, but you didn't. You decided to literally, and you didn't even like recreate mine. You just literally copied and pasted it. You used the 4K downloader, which you probably got from me in a piece of content anyway, and you downloaded it and threw your own bumper on it.
Okay.
Oh my God. Remember how you were upset that I was recording this call? Think about now how I feel that you stole things that I created, that I spent a lot of time and energy making. And you were putting in front of customers who now think you're that fucking creative. And you're not. Because if you were, you would have created it yourself. At the end of the day, I don't care you took it. You're right. You're in a different fucking market. I don't give a shit. It ultimately, like, at the end of the day, this is going to be a great learning experience for you. It's going to get a lot of other people who are probably thinking of doing the same thing to think twice before they do it, because the internet is unfucking giving and it doesn't forget. You don't need to literally rip my video off the internet of a guy walking down Charlotte, North Carolina, like South Boulevard in my gym. Like, you've got literally 4 videos of like different gym. You got the Alchemy gym, you got my gym in there. Like, are you not worried about?
I don't even know who Alchemy is, but
listen, we're all gonna get a good laugh over this later on after the vlog and stuff like that, and it's gonna be all fun. You know, we'll look back on this one day and just, laugh our dicks off. But I do wish you nothing but the best. But please, do not think that shit like that isn't gonna go noticed. And even if it does, you got to know in your heart of hearts you're better than that. You started a business. CrossFit, I don't know anything about it, but it looks like it's doing well. You don't need to steal shit. You don't. You're strong. You're good enough yourself if you just take the time to develop. Creativity is like, you might not be the most creative person in the world, but it's like any other thing. It's like playing basketball. If you suck at basketball, I get it. But if you fucking shot hoops every single day, you'd get a little bit better. Creativity is the same way. You just got to practice flexing that fucking muscle.
okay.
All right. You sleep tight, my friend, okay? Toodles. Oh my God. So, again, for anyone who's just listening to that whole thing, you guys know we literally get one of these a fucking month. We literally get a DM or someone who's like, they're ripping off your thing. Like, I get it. I understand. I don't care. But if I get the opportunity to fucking sit down and talk to you and make you feel that embarrassment that fuck, busted, I'm sure as fuck gonna do it. Cause it's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous with all the fucking information that's out there, that you can't take something and combine it with something else and then something else. Even if all these things are not yours, cause there's no such thing as original ideas. But to literally download mine and another company's fucking videos and upload them to your shitty ass, don't put my shit on that. yeah, to and the rest of the staff. I love you guys. I wish you nothing but the best. But you're lazy pieces of shit. You got busted, and I'm excited to see what you're gonna do now to make this actually look like yours and not like a fucking, you know, a bunch of downloaded videos from other companies who have taken the time to develop their own fucking brands and develop their own messaging, all right? Night, night.